Hi, Alan Stratton from Woodturns. Well, I scored a little bit more sapele, enough to turn this small bowl. I think it's well worth turning. No knots, nice easy wood to turn, although it does smell a little bit, but still I think it's worth it. Let's turn this small bowl out of sapele. The sapele offcuts were not very wide. However, by gluing two pieces together, I have a block that will serve nicely for a small bowl. I also glued on a threaded faceplate that matches the lathe spindle. Mounted at the lathe, I marked a circle. At the bandsaw, I trimmed off the corners, being sure, absolutely sure, to stay outside the line, to make the rough rounding slightly easier. I rarely try to cut the wood perfectly round before mounting to the lathe. This is about the most that I ever do. The Live Center provides insurance. Now that the perimeter is trimmed, I can begin to address the bottom side. I mark for a mortise that will be used to remount the bowl for the top side. After removing some of the wood with a gouge, I continue with a box scraper to yield a flat bottom for the mortise. After cleaning off the bottom, I taper into the mortise to reduce its depth while keeping wood outside the mortise to resist the expansion pressure. The final benefit is that I have strength while still having a shallow tenon. It helps to clean up the mortise for the dovetail with my skew as a scraper. Just outside the taper is where the bowl will sit. For an OG curve, I first cut a cove in about half the radius outside the seating area. Then cut a bead between the cove and the seating area. Blending the two together completes the OG curve. I switched to my skew for a final round over scrape. I think it is a great plan to sand the bottom side and apply wipe-on poly now. With the poly dry, the bowl can be reversed and mounted again with that mortise. Next on the task list is to part off the temporary faceplate with the parting tool. Later, I'll clean up the faceplate, facing it off for the next project. I have a large box full of these faceplates of many sizes and configurations. Hollowing goes very well. Sapele has a nice, even grain. I can cut the outer couple of inches with my bowl gouge. I try to follow the outer profile. Boy, the sapele cuts nicely. Finally, as I move to cut the center, the part with the highest bad leverage is complete. Now it is much safer while I remove the live center. After all, I cannot refine the center with it in place anyway. To finish, my heavy box scraper leaves a great finish. It is ready to sand and finish this top side. I apply wipe-on poly to everything outside the mortise. Let it dry, scuff, and apply another. The glue line is hidden with the beautiful grain pattern from this wood. The sapele is beautiful, too nice to throw it away. I am happy to rescue it, and I want more. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe on my website as well as on YouTube. When you subscribe to my website, my notifications are much more reliable than YouTube's. But please tell your friends about my weekly videos. I do appreciate your comments and questions. Please wear your full face shield whenever the lathe is running. As usual, I am nagging you, but I hope to save your life or at least your eyesight. Once wood flies, not even Superman can dodge it.